Alright, so I actually feel like this video will answer a question I get a lot in my comment section, which is, can a character be a jobber and a goon? Like, how can this character get a jobber video and a goon video? Pretty easy to answer. So, jobbing is when you take L's you shouldn't, or you're just a L magnet and it's annoying. Whereas being a goon is swinging on anyone, being about it, and overall just being with the action. So, you can be both at the same time and put up numbers in each category. With that in mind, a perfect example of that is our boy Wolverine. I'm going to be going over some of his moments where he's been, as best described, as you'll see in the video, as an angry midget ninja. I hope you guys enjoy. If you love videos like this and enjoy this video, make sure to run the likes up. Let's try to hit 500 likes if you want to see a part 2. And if you want to see your favorite character on this series or any other series on either here or the coffee shop, where I will be dropping Yoda vs. Yamamoto today, as well as I just dropped an Elaine Balak scaling. If you like that, hit the Discord and we can talk about purchasing it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, this is a Wolverine Goon video. Without further ado, let's begin. So first moment we're going to talk about, in the first few moments we will be discussing, actually will be pulled from the old Man Logan series, because that series is completely badass. Let's talk about what kind of led to a bunch of crazy shit happening in that series. Wolverine accidentally t-shirts his whole gang. That's right. So Mysterio, one of the finesse lords in Marvel, pulled a prank. It's just a prank, bro, on Wolverine. Tricked him into thinking his entire team's roster was actually the villain roster, and he was like, oh shit, I'm not going out like this. Embodies all the villains, had to kill them to save his homies, but turns out he t-shirted all of his homies. It's just crazy how he was able to body on accident the entire X-Men roster. It's a very impressive feat. It had to be included on the list. Next, one of the sweetest beatdowns you will read in comics. A lot of Old Man Logan's W's were like very fulfilling because he's sliding on ops that you can't stand. Perfect example of this is Red Skull's people. So Red Skull and gang, of course, are beefing with Wolverine, as he's one of the few characters that will contest them and try to put them down for the good. And Wolverine, when beefing with them, puts a shit ton of them on a t-shirt. How's he do this? He actually decides to style on them by using a bunch of the former Avenger members' weapons and gear that was left behind and kept as souvenirs by the gang. He steals that shit and t-shirts them with it. How hype is that? Like, how goated is that? You know, stealing the shit that they stole and bodying them with it. Of course he did that, spun the block for his dead homies, and got his respect by bodying the Red Skull gang. Next moment, we're going to talk about another gang that Old Man Logan puts on a t-shirt. This is the last Old Man Logan moment from this video. And this is when he beefs with the Hulk gang. Now, what makes the Hulk gang particularly dangerous is, one, they're crazy as shit. I mean, the Hulks at this point are banging each other. They're having, like, incest relationships. It's disgusting. And they are crazy, outright crazy. And the gang members also have gamma radiation and issues. With that in mind, Wolverine's like, fuck it, I'm sliding on these crazy bastards because they're horrible people. And bodies the gang. That's right. Old Man Logan, aka Wolverine, clutches the W against the Hulk gang. W's in the live premiere chat. Next, we have the time he's styled on Iron Fist for no reason. This was crazy. So, Wolverine pulls up on Iron Fist. They get into a scuffle, and it turns into a sparring match. And Wolverine's like, yo, bitch, I know you're supposed to be like the GOAT of that Karate Kid type shit, but I need you to understand, I've been around the block. I've thrown hands with a lot of people, and I can get down with the best of them. Tell me why Wolverine was able to go toe-to-toe and just straight up martial arts with Iron Fist and pretty comfortably beat him in the 1v1 in front of everybody. That's nuts. Like, that's ridiculous. But, you know, Wolverine, he be showing out at random times, and we got to celebrate it. Love to see it, and he clutched the 1v1 W in this particular moment. We next see the time that Wolverine nearly clutched the W he shouldn't get. So this is what makes Wolverine such a goon, right? His adamantium claws and his skeleton and region gives him the ability to pull up on people he typically has no business pulling up on, and it leads to him nearly clutching W's he should not be contending for. Case in point, he goes up against Gladiator, right? The scary shit about Gladiator is if he's confident, he can fuck around and punch an amped Galactus in his jaw, right? And get away with that shit. Swim through his lasers, all that. Crazy. Like, he's beefing with a character capable of all that. Capable of punching a weakened Thanos, like, in his shit. Capable of running up on Heimdall. All these wild feats. He gets airborne against Gladiator, says fuck it, stabs him anyway. That's right, stabbed the shit out of Gladiator. Had him second guessing himself. He was like, oh shit, is Wolverine gonna t-shirt me? Crazy moment, and like I said, Wolverine, what makes him go to one of my favorite characters, he'll swing and stab anybody. Next, we have another time where Wolverine showed out. Did he pay for it? Yes, but it's godly that he showed out in this moment. So, Wolverine is not one to back down from the big time fades, right? One of the biggest fades you can run in Marvel Comics, obviously, no questions, Thanos bitch ass, right? If you're beefing with Thanos, you're a big dog. You're on the big stage. So, Thanos collecting the gems, making moves, Infinity Gauntlet threat. I mean, even casuals know what that means if you've seen the movies. Thanos is on his big boy shit, right? Wolverine does not give a damn. Pulls up and stabs him. Tries to kill him immediately. Get out of there. Wolverine was I'm not gonna lie. Wolverine was literally trying to bypass the plot armor of scheming Thanos. And Thanos was like, oh shit, like, out of all the characters that could potentially kill me on my quest to fade everybody, I did not think an ant like Wolverine would pull up, but indeed, Wolverine pulled up because, again, he's not ducking any fights, which is why he takes a lot of L's. But here, it was a W for him stabbing Thanos. Next, we have the moment in which Wolverine ran, again, another risky-ass 1v1. So he was fighting Thor, and he was raging, right? And Wolverine, a character like him, due to his mutant powers, his abilities, his skill, all that, when he rages, he gets a lot stronger, gets a lot faster, just typically gets a savage amp. Goes against Thor. Tell me why this boy was so quick with it in the brawl, was so nasty with the spin moves, that Thor was like, oh shit, Wolverine's low-key fast enough to fucking threaten me. Like, he's gonna tag me, he is tagging me, he's gonna scratch me, he's gonna harm me, those claws are crazy. That's right. Wolverine was actually putting the pressure on Thor, which is crazy to see, but again, Wolverine will fuck around and try it. Next, we have one of the most underrated aspects of Wolverine that allows him to clutch some W's that are crazy. Wolverine has really good mind hacks a lot of times. So there have been instances where characters like Professor X have worked to boost and put in mental shields in Wolverine's mind, as well as he's just an ignorant bastard. He's been through a lot of shit as well, so you might not want to get in his head. I'm not gonna lie to you, but anyways, we've seen his mind stand up, his ignorance, his resolve, go against characters even on the level of Jean Grey. That's right. Jean Grey tried a mind probe on Wolverine. Was like, oh shit, this little bastard's actually Steph Curry with the defense. Can't get in his mind. Like, this crazy bastard like is actually blocking me out. So yeah, the fact he was able to block out a character as strong as Jean Grey in his mind is pretty wild. Next, we have a pretty damn impressive moment. This was when Wolverine pulls up and Hercules is chained. Now, the crazy part is Hercules couldn't break out of said chain. Hercules is one of the strongest characters in Marvel Comics, able to brawl and go toe-to-toe with characters like classic Thor and evenly match him in strength, as well as ragdoll Sentry by his cape. Don't at me. But, yeah, he's strong as shit. Couldn't do anything to these chains. Completely helpless. Big Wolverine pulls up, runs, fades immediately. Is like, yo, y'all not gonna do my mans like that. Him and Wolverine have been boys. If you didn't know, even in the Claremont run, like they were hanging out at bars and shit. They love the Brawl, and they're both ratchet, so they get along. And Hercules likes him, so it's no surprise they're homies. Wolverine pulls up on like bad guys like the leader and cuts the chain. Frees his homie Herc. That's right. The chain Hercules couldn't get out of, Wolverine gets him out of. You love to see it as he's like, yo, let's slide on these bitches. Now, next, we have, of course, now there's been several moments where he's styled on one of the biggest jobbers in Marvel. Character I hate. Y'all know I can't stand him if you've been a long time sub. Nightcrawler from Marvel Comics and X-Men. Now, Nightcrawler is a mutant who has advanced physical stats, as well as he has the ability to teleport. He can hop, right? And this is supposed to make him like impossible to hit. Wolverine does not give a shit. Sees right through the jobbing nature of Nightcrawler. He's like, yo, he's supposed to be impossible to hit, but I don't give a shit. Starts brawling with him, even when Nightcrawler is teleporting, and he's like, yo, he doesn't know it, but he gives signs when he's about to do certain shit. So I can just style on his bitch ass when he does. My boy Wolverine rocks the shit out of Nightcrawler. Could have t-shirted him, first of all. Had to put his claws away. Knocks Nightcrawler the fuck out. Because Nightcrawler is a bitch and a jobber, and we don't respect him. But regardless, this matchup is always fun to see. And Wolverine folded his bitch ass, which, no surprise on my end. Now, final moment for the video. Again, if you want a part 2, run this up to 500 likes. I would deeply appreciate it, and that would be dope. And thank you for always supporting the channel. But the final moment is what also inspired the title of the video, which is godly. So Wolverine is so fast when he wants to put people on a t-shirt and when he wants to fade his ops that even Peter Parker himself has said, yo, I can't even stop him sometimes. Like, there's a lot of times when he wants to t-shirt people, I just straight up can't react. Like, I can't stop him from getting buckets, and it pisses me off. And other Spider-Man, like Miles Morales, have even commented on the speed of Wolverine when he's fading bitches. He's like, yo, he's supposed to be like 1,000 pounds, and he's short as fuck, but he's fast as shit. Doesn't even get tagged most times, and is styling on people. He's like an angry midget ninja, which, of course, is a godly nickname for someone like Wolverine. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're a Wolverine fan, let me know in the comment section down below. If you loved the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to go check out my other channel, The Coffee Shop, because I'm dropping Yoda vs. Yamamoto tonight, and I already dropped an Elaine block scaling. So definitely go check that out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.